My beloved child, there are moments that seem ordinary on the surface, yet they carry a truth so powerful that they quietly change everything. Last night was one of those moments. Somewhere, in a conversation you know nothing about, your name entered the room. No announcement. No warning. No preparation. Just a simple question. A question that seemed small at first. But the answer that followed left everyone completely silent. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Do not skip this moment. What happened next may reveal more than you ever imagined. The people present expected a predictable response. They thought they already knew the story. They believed they understood the connection. They assumed the answer would be short, casual, and easy to forget. But they were wrong. The moment your person heard your name, something changed. The atmosphere shifted. The energy in that conversation became different. What was supposed to be a passing topic suddenly became the center of attention. At first, there was a pause. Not an uncomfortable pause. Not a confused pause. A meaningful pause. The kind of pause that happens when someone is choosing their words carefully because the truth they are about to speak carries weight. Everyone noticed it. Everyone felt it. And in that brief silence, something became clear. Your name meant more than they expected. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your person could have answered quickly. They could have laughed it off. They could have changed the subject. Yet they did none of those things. Instead, they looked down for a moment as if remembering something. A memory. A feeling. A moment that never fully left their heart. And then they began to speak. What surprised everyone was not just what they said. It was how they said it. There was sincerity in their voice. There was certainty in their words. There was emotion they could not completely hide. People exchanged glances. They were expecting something simple. What they heard instead sounded like someone speaking about a person who had left a permanent mark on their life. Your person spoke about your kindness. They spoke about your presence. They spoke about the way certain moments still remained clear in their mind. And suddenly, the conversation became deeper than anyone expected. One person in the room smiled. Another person became curious. Someone else leaned forward because they realized there was more to the story than they had ever known. And your person continued. They talked about qualities that others often overlook. The little things. The quiet things. The things that reveal someone's true character. Because sometimes the most powerful truths are not found in grand gestures. They are found in the details. The details people remember long after everyone else forgets. Your person remembered those details. Every single one of them. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The room became quieter with every sentence. The people listening began to understand that this was not an ordinary answer. This was not someone speaking out of politeness. This was someone speaking from the heart. That is what shocked everyone. Not because the words were dramatic. Not because the words were loud. But because they were real. Real words always carry a different kind of power. And the more your person spoke, the more obvious it became. You still matter. In ways nobody expected. In ways even you may not realize. Your name did not bring indifference. It brought reflection. It brought memories. It brought emotions. And those emotions were impossible to ignore. Imagine being in that room. Imagine hearing someone ask about you. Imagine watching your person suddenly become thoughtful. Imagine seeing their expression change. Imagine hearing them describe someone who made a lasting impact. Now imagine realizing they were talking about you. That is exactly why everyone was shocked. Because what they heard revealed something hidden beneath the surface. A connection that never completely disappeared. A respect that never faded. An appreciation that remained stronger than anyone knew. Do not skip. Stay with me. Because the most surprising part has not arrived yet. As the conversation continued, someone asked another question. A deeper question. A question that caused the room to become even quieter. The kind of question people ask when they sense there is more to the story. For a brief moment, your person smiled. Not the smile people use to be polite. Not the smile people force. A genuine smile. A smile connected to a memory. And everyone noticed. That smile revealed more than words ever could. Because some emotions cannot stay hidden forever. Sometimes they appear in the smallest expressions. The smallest reactions. The smallest moments. And in that moment, people began to see the truth. The truth was simple. Your presence still means something. Your story is not as forgotten as you think. Your impact is not as small as you imagine. Your person made that clear without even trying. The conversation that started with a simple question became a revelation. A revelation nobody saw coming. And as they listened, everyone realized they had misunderstood the situation all along. Because from the outside, things often look different. People assume. People guess. People create stories based on limited information. But last night, assumptions were replaced by truth. And the truth surprised everyone. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your person continued speaking with honesty. There was no performance. There was no exaggeration. Just honesty. And honesty has a way of capturing everyone's attention. Because genuine feelings are rare. They cannot be faked for long. They reveal themselves naturally. And that is exactly what happened. One by one, the people listening stopped talking. Stopped interrupting. Stopped making jokes. They simply listened. Because they could hear something authentic in every word. Your person was not describing just anyone. They were describing someone unforgettable. Someone whose influence remained long after the moment had passed. Someone whose presence created memories that refused to disappear. Someone whose name still carried meaning. That someone was you. And that realization changed the entire conversation. The room no longer viewed you as a distant memory. They no longer viewed you as a simple chapter from the past. They saw you differently. They saw you through the eyes of the person who answered the question. And what they saw shocked them. Because they realized your significance had been hidden all along. My beloved child, there are truths that reveal themselves quietly. Not through dramatic events. Not through loud announcements. But through simple moments like this. A question. An answer. A conversation. And suddenly everything becomes clear. Last night, your name entered a room. But it did not leave unchanged. It left behind curiosity, respect, reflection, and a deeper understanding of who you truly are. Do not skip what comes next. Because this is only the beginning of the story. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The answer that shocked everyone was not merely about the past. It revealed something that still exists in the present. And in the next chapter, the conversation takes a turn nobody expected, uncovering an even greater truth hidden beneath every word spoken about you. A remarkable detail emerged from that conversation, and this is where everything became even more surprising. The people listening thought they had already heard the most important part. They believed the story was complete. But then another question was asked. It was a simple question, yet it carried tremendous weight. Someone looked directly at your person and said, "What is it about them that you remember the most?" In that instant, the room became completely still. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Do not skip, because what happened next changed the entire direction of the conversation. Your person did not answer immediately. They took a deep breath. They looked away for a moment as if searching through countless memories. Everyone waited. Nobody interrupted. Nobody wanted to break the silence. They could tell something meaningful was coming. And then your person began to speak. They did not talk about achievements. They did not talk about appearances. They did not talk about anything superficial. Instead, they spoke about the way you made people feel. That answer shocked everyone. Because most people remember events. Most people remember situations. Most people remember temporary things. But your person remembered something deeper. They remembered the feeling of being understood. They remembered the feeling of being appreciated. They remembered moments when your presence brought light into ordinary days. And suddenly everyone listening realized this was not a casual memory. This was something much more significant. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The conversation continued, and with every sentence, the room became quieter. Your person described qualities that many people never notice about themselves. They talked about your resilience. They talked about your kindness. They talked about your ability to keep moving forward even when life became difficult. The people listening exchanged looks because they had expected a completely different answer. One person finally spoke. They said, "I never knew you felt that strongly." And your person smiled. Not because they were surprised, but because they realized they had been carrying those thoughts for a long time. Thoughts they rarely shared. Thoughts they never fully expressed. Thoughts that remained hidden until last night. That is when the biggest surprise began to unfold. Someone else asked, "Do you think they know how much they affected your life?" The room became silent again. Your person looked down. And for a moment, they did not say anything. That silence revealed more than words ever could. Because sometimes the strongest answer is the one that takes the longest to say. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. When your person finally responded, their answer left everyone speechless. They said that some people enter your life and leave a mark that never truly disappears. No matter how much time passes. No matter how many seasons change. No matter how far apart paths may seem. Certain people remain unforgettable. The moment those words were spoken, everyone understood exactly who they were talking about. You. And what shocked everyone was not the statement itself. It was the certainty behind it. There was no hesitation. No confusion. No uncertainty. Just confidence. The confidence of someone speaking from genuine experience. The confidence of someone who knows exactly what they feel. And that realization transformed the entire conversation. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The atmosphere in the room became different. What started as curiosity had turned into admiration. People were no longer asking casual questions. They were trying to understand why your impact had remained so strong. One person asked whether they believed destiny played a role in certain connections. Your person smiled again. A thoughtful smile. The kind of smile that appears when someone remembers a lesson they learned through experience. Then they said something nobody expected. They said that some people appear in your life at exactly the right moment. Not by accident. Not by coincidence. But because they teach you something important. They help you grow. They help you see life differently. They help you become stronger. The room fell silent once more. Because everyone knew exactly who they meant. And once again, they were talking about you. The people listening were shocked because they had never heard your person speak this way before. They had never seen this side of them. They had never realized how deeply certain memories remained alive. And every answer revealed another hidden layer. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the conversation continued, someone finally asked the question nobody else had been brave enough to ask. What would you say if they were standing here right now? The room froze. Every eye turned toward your person. Everyone wanted to hear the answer. Everyone knew this would reveal the truth. For a few seconds, there was complete silence. Then your person began to speak. Slowly. Carefully. Honestly. They said they would express gratitude. Gratitude for the lessons. Gratitude for the memories. Gratitude for the moments that helped shape who they became. The room became emotional. Because nobody expected such sincerity. Nobody expected such depth. Nobody expected your name to unlock so many genuine emotions. And that is exactly why everyone was shocked. Not because of one answer. Not because of one sentence. But because every response revealed the same truth. You mattered. You still matter. And your impact remains greater than you realize. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The conversation eventually came to an end, but something unusual happened afterward. Nobody rushed to leave. Nobody changed the subject immediately. People continued thinking about what they had heard. Because they had witnessed something rare. They had witnessed honesty. The kind of honesty people do not often share. The kind of honesty that cannot be rehearsed. The kind of honesty that appears only when something truly matters. And long after your name stopped being discussed, the impression remained. The feeling remained. The realization remained. Everyone who heard those answers walked away with a different understanding. They saw you differently. They understood your significance differently. And most importantly, they understood how much respect your person still carried for you. My beloved child, sometimes the most important truths are revealed when you are not present to hear them. Sometimes the strongest words are spoken in rooms you never enter. Sometimes the greatest confirmation arrives through conversations you never expected to happen. Last night was one of those moments. Your person was asked about you. Their answer shocked everyone. But the most astonishing revelation has not been revealed yet. Because there was one final question asked before the conversation ended, and the answer to that question changed everything. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter uncovers the answer that nobody in that room was prepared to hear. Then came the final question. The question nobody expected. The question that transformed an interesting conversation into a moment people would remember for a very long time. The room had already heard stories, memories, and honest reflections. Everyone thought the most surprising answers had already been given. But they were wrong. What happened next revealed something that completely changed the atmosphere. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Do not skip, because this may be the most important part of the entire story. One person looked at your person and asked a simple question. If you could describe them in one sentence, what would you say? The room became silent. Not ordinary silence. The kind of silence that happens when everyone knows the answer matters. Your person did not rush. They did not laugh. They did not avoid the question. Instead, they became thoughtful. It was as if every memory, every conversation, every lesson, and every emotion connected to you was passing through their mind all at once. Everyone waited. And then they answered. The moment those words left their mouth, the room changed. Because your person described you in a way nobody expected. Not as someone who simply passed through their life. Not as someone connected to a single chapter. Not as someone tied to a single memory. But as someone who left a lasting influence. Someone whose presence continued to inspire reflection. Someone whose impact extended far beyond a single moment. The room became completely quiet. Because those words carried truth. And truth has a power that cannot be ignored. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. One person immediately asked another question. What makes them so unforgettable? That question could have been answered in 100 different ways. But your person chose a different path. Instead of speaking about what happened between you, they spoke about who you are. They talked about your strength, your determination, your ability to continue moving forward, your willingness to keep believing even when life became uncertain. The people listening exchanged looks, because they were hearing a perspective they had never considered before. They were hearing someone speak with admiration. Not temporary admiration. Genuine admiration. The kind that grows over time. The kind that remains even when circumstances change. The kind that becomes stronger through reflection. And suddenly everyone realized something. Your story was much more important than they had imagined. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the conversation continued, another surprising detail emerged. Your person admitted that certain memories connected to you still appeared unexpectedly. A familiar phrase. A familiar place. A familiar song. A familiar moment. Small reminders that carried meaning. The people listening were shocked because they realized something important. You were not forgotten. Far from it. Your influence remained alive in quiet ways. Ways nobody could see from the outside. Ways that revealed the depth of your impact. And every answer continued to strengthen the same message. Your presence mattered. Your story mattered. The role you played mattered. That realization surprised everyone. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then something happened that nobody expected. One of the people listening smiled and said, "It sounds like they changed your life." The room immediately became silent. Everyone waited for the response. Your person paused. And then they nodded. Not dramatically. Not emotionally. Just honestly. That single gesture shocked everyone more than any sentence. Because it confirmed everything. It confirmed that your impact was real. It confirmed that your influence remained significant. It confirmed that the memories connected to you were meaningful. And the people in the room could see it. Not through assumptions. Not through guesses. But through the sincerity in your person's reaction. That sincerity revealed everything. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. At that moment, the conversation stopped being about the past. It became about understanding. Understanding the value of certain connections. Understanding the power of certain people. Understanding how one person can leave an impression that lasts far longer than expected. And that is exactly what happened. The room began viewing you differently. Not because they knew every detail. Not because they knew every chapter. But because they could hear the respect in every answer. Respect cannot be faked. It reveals itself naturally. And last night, it revealed itself again and again. Every question led to the same conclusion. You were important. You remain important. And your influence continues to exist in ways nobody anticipated. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the conversation moved toward its conclusion, someone asked one final question. A question nobody had considered before. A question that caused everyone to lean forward. The question was simple. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear their name? The room became silent once more. This time, the silence felt different. Everyone sensed they were about to hear the most honest answer of the night. Your person smiled. Not a quick smile. Not a polite smile. A genuine smile. The kind of smile connected to appreciation. The kind of smile connected to gratitude. The kind of smile connected to memories worth keeping. And then they answered. They spoke about hope. They spoke about growth. They spoke about lessons learned. They spoke about moments that still carried meaning. The people listening were stunned. Because they expected a simple response. What they received instead was a reflection of something much deeper. Something far more significant. Something unforgettable. And that answer became the moment everyone remembered. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Long after the conversation ended, the people who heard those words continued thinking about them. They remembered the certainty. They remembered the sincerity. They remembered the respect. Most importantly, they remembered how consistently your person spoke about you. Every answer pointed in the same direction. Every response carried the same message. Every reflection revealed the same truth. You left a mark. Not a temporary mark. Not a passing impression. A lasting mark. The kind people carry with them long after a conversation ends. The kind that remains part of their story. The kind that cannot be erased by time alone. And that is exactly why everyone was shocked. Because what started as a simple question became a powerful revelation. A revelation nobody expected. A revelation that changed the way people viewed your connection. A revelation that exposed the depth of your influence. My beloved child, sometimes the most important things are revealed when people are simply being honest. Last night, honesty filled that room. Every question uncovered another layer. Every answer revealed another truth. And by the end of the conversation, everyone understood something they had not understood before. They understood that your story carried more significance than they realized. But there is still one final chapter left. One final revelation that explains why your name continues to create such a powerful reaction. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final chapter reveals the hidden reason behind everything that was said about you, and it is the one truth nobody in that room saw coming.